first is getting through proof of concept stage and creating a mini machine that can then be duplicated across more markets with the help of a Series A. That's massive. I mean, getting your first users, to use you, talking them into it, getting them to pay you, that's a big deal.
Our biggest challenge is getting the network effect. We're an inherently social product and we need tons of people to be on our site at once for it to work.
Our biggest challenge is lack of resources. We've got an extremely long list of things to do. We need development talent, we need sales talent, we need marketing talent, we need operations people.
There's very little space for duplication in a startup. There's very little space for people who can't pull their own weight. In fact, there's no space for it. So finding A players who are willing to take risks is a very difficult thing to do.
Lately, what's been keeping me up at night is attracting talent. As I kind of shift my own priorities as CEO into building a culture and building out a team, one of the things that I hear from lots of other folks is that it's incredibly important and incredibly hard to find the right people at the right time with the right skills.
We had a lot of challenges. First of all, we were selling into an industry that it wasn't overly technically savvy. We had to really do some sort of early innovation and things to figure out around connectivity. We didn't need broadband necessarily, but there was, dial-up, and that didn't work very well for the type of connectivity we needed. From the investor perspective, there was this idea of having to sell individual restaurants, which they hated. Not only have to sell them, but also have to install a piece of hardware in them and train them how to use that. Investors faint when they sort of hear that in a lot of cases. And then finally is that a lot of these restaurants didn't have the infrastructure in them to support the hardware we were selling.
New things pop up every day and you never know what's coming. So just, what keeps me up at night is kind of the unexpected and not knowing what we're going to have to deal with and work through in the next few days.
Every new company that we get, we want to give them the full attention. I want to help them think about their product roadmap, their business model, their customer acquisition strategy. So we have to be very, very prudent in who we partner with.
If we can fight people's indifference and we make them believe that this is a smart way to do commerce, then I think our industry can take off and our company will be very successful.
The challenge now is, do we want to do this forever and be a local guide, growing our market bigger and bigger here, or do we want to expand nationally?